What are you doing? Is that fun? Zoey, what you doing? What? What are you doing, silly goose?
There is nothing. Okay, you go straight now.
Okay, guys, so I've asked a few times on Instagram. I was planning to do a Q&A. If you're not already following us on Instagram, I'm gonna put, I don't know how to do a link. I'll either put a link here if I can figure out how to do a link, or I'll just put our name and you'll have to look us up. But I share tons of pictures over there. So yeah. And I do stuff like this where in the stories feature, I'll like ask questions and stuff. So that's where these questions are all coming from. Let's do it. How do you deal with the language barrier with Ruby? For us, for some reason, that's just never been like a gigantic challenge because she's really, really good and really eager to find ways to communicate. So I think the hardest part about the language barrier is not always knowing for sure how much she understands. And, you know, I have to be careful because I feel like she understands most of what we say. But, you know, I have to make sure, you know, depending on the situation, like I want to know that she understands, you know. So I explain things a lot to help that. Oh, someone asked, am I right thinking you guys are Australian but live in America? No, we're not Australian. We are American. I have family in Australia and New Zealand, though. So I've been to Australia once. Maybe that's where the confusion came in. I love Australia. I want to go back. I would move there and live there. Let's see. Do you use various therapies for Zoey and Ruby? Yes. Zoey does speech, occupational therapy, and physical therapy. Ruby does speech and occupational therapy. And then they also both have RSP sessions, which is like one-on-one, it's like special education stuff. And that's because we homeschool, but we homeschool through a charter, so they still get school services. Are all the kids homeschooled? Have they always been? 4 out of the 5 kids are homeschooled. They have not always been. None of them. They've all been to public school, and they've all been homeschooled at some point in time. For Ruby, she went to school in China a little bit. But yeah, they've all been to school. They've all been homeschooled, and currently 4 of them are homeschooled. What chores do you make your kids do? Just like your typical stuff, I guess. Take out the trash, take out the recycle, pick up your messes, strip your beds, you know, when it's sheet washing day, strip your bed, help me remake it or make it for the older kids. Ruby loves to help me fold laundry. That's just something she likes to do. She also likes to, you know, like anything with a squirt bottle, like cleaning windows or the fronts of the appliances, stuff like that. She likes to vacuum. So does Zoey. Ruby likes to sweep Ruby likes to clean, guys. That's just, she actually likes to help with chores. So she does a lot of little things with me throughout the day. The older kids also do things like bathrooms, help with dishes. We're kind of working our way into that because honestly, I have not been good over the years about consistently making them do chores, and it's really hard to do it all by myself or even with my husband's help. It's a lot to do. So we're working on the older kids, doing some things that are a little bit more like doing some things that are really going to help the daily disastrousness of the house. So that's chores. What's Zoe and Ruby's favorite thing to do together? Does bicker count? No, I'm kidding. I mean, it just depends on the day. I'd say one of the most popular things they would do is play kitchen, like cooking. You know, one of them cooks and serves, the other eats, and then they switch places and, you know, take turns. That's probably the most like common thing to see them playing together. A lot of the other things, it's more like parallel play, like they both color at the same time or both are playing Play-Doh at the same time, but they're not interacting quite as much doing the parallel play type of stuff. How have your other children adjusted to having siblings with Down syndrome? I don't know. I guess they don't really know anything else, so the adjustment was never really a thing, I guess. Has Zoe ever attended public school? Yes, she has. And what made you decide to homeschool her? Zoe went to preschool. She went to special day class. I was very vocal about the fact that I wanted her in a gen ed kindergarten class. I felt like she needed to try that. I'm trying to keep this in a nutshell, and I'm not very good with nutshells. But anyways, went to the IEP for kindergarten placement. They offered a special day class. And I said I didn't want that. I was already homeschooling other kids. I hadn't come to the conclusion of if I was going to homeschool her or not. So basically I was trying to decide, and that just helped me make my decision. What are the ages of all the kids? They are 18, 13, 10, 8, and 6 right now. I'm gonna run out of time. I thought I had tons of time, but I keep losing my posts. And so I have to keep searching. Who is Ruby's favorite on Peppa Pig? Peppa. I mean, I don't know. She just says Peppa all the time. So I guess it's Peppa. Okay, guys. This is the last post that I'm able to locate. If I did not include your question, I'm very sorry. I will definitely do this again. I like to answer questions because I feel like I'm giving something to people that they want. Does that make sense? So I love having questions because if you're asking it, then I know that you're looking for an answer and I can give that, and I like that. Is this Ruby's first Christmas with Santa coming to see her? No, Ruby was home last year for Christmas. So this is her second Christmas. Maybe ever. We actually really don't know, but her second Christmas with us. Will Ruby go to public school? We don't know. That's a year-by-year thing. We kind of evaluate each year what we think is best for the child, and we go from there. You want to say hi? Hi. Are you having fun? Yeah? Home. That's your favorite word to say when we're out. Home?
Yes.
Yes. You want to go home? Yeah. You don't want to go to the store? No? Let's go to the store. Yeah, sure. Sing me Lala. Oh, that's beautiful. I like your song. Yeah, you don't have practice today because we don't have practice until the new year. Okay? Can you say okay? Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Don't forget to find the beauty in the world and be the beauty in the world. Bye.